face this morning. Inside the trip in the morning, it is July 20th. I'm Darlene Ross.
Michael Gargiulo, Lauren Scala here, tracking roads and rails and space launches.
Nice.
And Maria LaRosa is here with today's forecast. What's going on, Maria?
All right, we're in for a pretty warm day today. Nothing too wild. They'll be flying through some of that haze, too, the smoke haze that we have in place right now. You can kind of get a sense of that as we look out from Midtown. Otherwise,
at this hour. So there is one accident, though, out there, and we actually have a camera on it. So here's a live look at the Queensboro Bridge. We're on the Manhattan-bound upper level. You can see the flashing lights there. There is an accident. It's not causing too much of a delay, so just something to keep in mind as you head out. There's also road work at your Hudson River crossing, so some minor delays inbound at the GW Bridge. Inbound Holland Tunnel is closed, and another reminder that alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended again today. Darlene, back over to you.
All right, Lauren, thanks so much. We'll
If you're getting on the subways right now, there's planned track work out there on the 346 AEDFQ shuttle and Staten Island Railway, so you can expect service changes to wrap up at 5 a.m. If you're getting on the roads, this is a live look at the Long Island Expressway in Queens. We're on the eastbound side heading into exit 19. Just one lane is open. You can see roadwork blocks the rest. And speaking of roadwork blocking, one lane open. You can see the rest blocked with construction vehicles here. So leave yourself a little extra time if you're headed that way. And we'll head over. Work is wrapped up for the most part, but there's still a little bit left. And then finally heading over to the Verrazano Bridge, you still have construction of just one lane open. You can see the rest blocked with construction vehicles here. So leave yourself a little extra time if you're headed that way. And we'll head over. Work is wrapped up for the most part, but there's
For Connecticut community, there's been a spike in bear sightings. Ring cam video shows a bear roaming a North Stamford neighborhood. And when you run, whatever you do, don't run away. Let me repeat that. Whatever you do, don't run away. They will follow. The best response, back away slowly and then call police. So just be cool. I can't be that big.
Like that.
Can't be. What if you can't be big?
Where did you learn that?
I'm a Boy Scout.
Oh, okay, thank you. Right, you were an Eagle Scout.
Right.
So you're big.
Big.
I'm going to do the back away route. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shrink away.
and the big eyes, which I don't know if you could see at home.
That's right.
You know,
That they can't teach you. You just
No bear would go near
have
me.
that, Michael.
anybody, if he does that, anybody's backing away.
Everybody.
I'm the
right
revenant.
now.
I think I did as well.
You scared Maria. Thank you.
Just a little bit. All right. Out the door this morning, we are in Keys. First pitch at 7:05. Looking good, but toasty by seventh inning stretch, still in the 80s.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
What's going on, Lauren?
No, yeah. Remember the girl that pushed the bear that was going after
That's
her?
right.
Yes,
Don't do that either.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it worked for her, but it's got to be the right scenario. Anyway, I'll talk about subways because that's what I know, not how to get a bear out of my face. But if you are headed out right now, there's planned track work on the subways. Plenty of lines still affected, so that'll be out there until 5 a.m. And if you're getting on the major commuter rail lines, so far so good. Everything is operating on or close to schedule.
Okay, Lauren, thanks so much. So as we get to 4:30, a music legend set to grace it's going to feel. So we're going to get both of that.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. It's 4:30 a.m. on this Tuesday, July 20th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Lauren Scala is tracking roads and rails. Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here with the forecast.
Both of that. Both of that. Yes. I'll throw in a little haze for you out there too. We've got that going for us. Let's show you what's going on. You can see
Center Station, and outside of that, running of planned track work. So that impacts the 346 AEDFQ shuttle and Staten Island Railway. So about another 20 minutes of track work out there. We'll take
traffic.
You know what? The same exact things that were going on at 4 a.m. So there is an accident on the Queensboro Bridge. The Manhattan-bound upper level still blocks the left lane, still not causing a delay. So that's good news for you. Just use caution if you're headed that way. Then over on the Long Island Expressway, still just one lane gets by on the eastbound side heading into exit 19. So a bit of a slow go through here. Then heading over to other construction, it's out there on the Verrazano Bridge. So Staten Island-bound lower level is closed, plus you have road work on the upper level, but at the moment it's not causing an issue. And then over on the New Jersey Turnpike northbound, the car lanes are close to the inner roadways shut down from exit 8 up to 14, and then southbound it's the outer roadway or the truck lanes, but obviously you can just use the alternate. Things are still
moving along okay. Alternate side of the street parking rules, they remain suspended, but meter rules, they're still in effect. Michael, back to you.
All right, Lauren, thank you so much.
Pike Sullivan, Ulster County, you may get a quick shower late evening, but that is just about it for today. Different story tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Warren.
Can we take a look at the Lauren Scala Tower
That's
again?
right.
Yes, I like
AKA
it.
From Scala.
Can we take a look at the Lauren Scala Tower
That's
again?
right. Yards on
One
the west side.
Vanderbilt. I wish that I could own that building.
Is it one Vanderbilt? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. If you are headed out right now, so just use caution if you are headed that way.
All right, thanks so much. It's 4:56. Take a look at what landed on a New Jersey.
If you are getting on the rails at this hour, all of the overnight track work cleared and your major commuter rail lines, everything's running on or close to schedule. Heading over to the ferries, everything's on or close to schedule. That's operating, and no further updates for NYC Ferry. You still have the South Williamsburg and Greenpoint landings closed. Let's take a live look outside. So that's good news, but you still have some construction out there that's causing some delays on 84 between exits 9 and 10. You can see the delay on the maps there. Then heading over to Long Island on the LIE eastbound, approaching exit 38 out there. You have a stalled garbage truck, takes out the right lane and shoulder. Again, just use caution if you're headed that way. That's not causing any kind of slowdown. But on the Long Island Expressway in Queens, there is a slowdown. Road work leaves one lane open, approaching exit 19, and you can see delays are almost back to the BQE. Heading over to the Verrazano Bridge, you saw the Staten Island bound lower level closed with construction. Upper levels open in both directions. Things are moving along nicely there. And alternate side of the street parking rules, they're suspended, but meter rules still apply. Darlene, back to you.
Thanks so much, Lauren. 5:17 right now in Florida. The work at the condo collapse in Surfside will continue for another month. All right, 5:25 right now. We're going to check weather and traffic. Lauren Scala's here. Maria LaRosa is here looking at this day. It was heat, and there's haze, and there's other stuff that's not.
Yes.
Yeah. All of that.
Stuff. Yeah, that makes it somewhat uncomfortable. Get into parts of the Hudson Valley, too, especially late evening, but that's about it for today. Tomorrow, more scattered storms.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much. I mean, sounds good. Sounds like what, you know.
you.
But you sound great.
And look great.
Darlene has come out strongly in favor of this crippling heat.
The triple H's, the hazy, hot, and humid.
That's it.
Sounds great.
Those are our favorite days of the year. If you're headed out right now on the rails, things look pretty good out there. No delays. Take local streets or stick with the west side for now.
All right, thank you, Lauren. It's 5:26. Today, transit activists will be pushing for a fast.
Right now, there's a couple of things happening out there, but a lot of the construction is clearing. Over on the Long Island Expressway in Nassau County, you have a stalled garbage truck out there that takes out the right lane and the shoulder. This is eastbound approaching exit 38, so not too far from the Northern State exit there. Then heading over to the FDR Drive, you do have delays southbound. You still have some road work out there in the 70s, so that's certainly backing things up with just one lane open. And then heading over to parking, alternate side of the street parking. But you still have some road work out there on the Verrazano Bridge, so the Staten Island bound lower level is closed. Something to keep in mind, but that should be wrapping up shortly. And as if you're getting on the rails right now, the rails are in good shape. We have no delays or service changes. Michael, over to you.
Okay, Warren, thanks very much. Well, some people calling to bring back those mask-wearing mandates.
Right now, no issues on the subways or on the major commuter rail lines. And if you're getting on the ferries, they're operating on or close to schedule, and no further updates for NYC Ferry, South Williamsburg, and Greenpoint landings. They remain closed. We'll take a live look at There are some problems out there, not too many, but this just came in. It looks like a truck may have struck the overpass out by Elmont Road. That would be my guess based on the damage here. But on the coming off the westbound Southern State Parkway onto the Cross Island and Belt, that common ramp there, that's where this is. And there are some delays on the Southern State getting into this. Obviously, with a truck that's falling apart, people are looking over. So expect some rubbernecking delays. I'll keep you posted. It looks like it's only blocking the shoulder, though. Heading over to the Wantagh Parkway northbound after exit W3 Hempstead Turnpike, you have an accident there causing delays. And then over on the Long Island Expressway eastbound approaching exit 38, the Northern State, you saw that stalled dump truck out there that takes out the right lane and shoulder. So delays are minor. You could always stick with the Northern State instead. Then heading over to the FDR Drive, things are moving along nicely now. I showed you this picture just a little while ago. Road work had everything jammed up, but once again that cleared and you're in for a nice ride. And alternate side of the street parking rules, they're suspended today, but meter rules are still in effect. Darlene, back to you.
All right, thank you.
La Rosa here with the forecast.
Ew. I mean, and even the haze just
right.
It's one of those days that it's going to feel like air you can wear. Let's show you the temperature. What's going on, Lauren?
It's not terrible right now for most, but there are delays on the A train that just came in. Then heading over to the roads, you have this truck that looks like it struck the overpass, which is right over here on the Southern State Parkway westbound, heading towards the Cross Island and Belt ramps just before you get there. And you can see, it doesn't look like there's a delay, but we'll head over to the maps, and those delays are definitely building in the area. So leave yourself some extra time if you're headed that way. That'll take some time to clean up. Then on the LIE eastbound approaching exit 38, which is the Northern State exit, there's still a stalled garbage truck out there that they're in the process of clearing. So that takes out the right lane. You have some delays in both directions. And then just a reminder, alternate side is still suspended, but meter rules apply. Michael, back to you.
Lauren, thanks very much. Now to the growing
If you're getting on the rails, there are delays in both directions on the A train, and now there are path delays on the Journal Square to 33rd Street line. That just came in. Outside of this, the rails look good. You do have a crash on the Staten Island Expressway eastbound by High. Just a couple of things. Not a terrible commute. New Jersey's in pretty good shape. North of the city looks good with the exception of 84 right now. Westbound in Danbury, there's an accident approaching exit 4. So you could see delays are pretty heavy through here. Now let's head over to Long Island on the Southern State Parkway, really on the border of Queens out here, but eastbound before Central Avenue, just after the ramps from the Cross Island and the Belt Parkway, a truck struck the overpass out there by Elmont Road. So debris spill, you have some lanes blocked. There's heavy westbound rubbernecking as well. Obviously, people are curious to see what happens. So the eastbound delays now are starting to get worse. So definitely a spot to avoid. Then heading over to the FDR Drive northbound at 106th Street, you have a crash there starting to slow things down. And on the Staten Island Expressway eastbound by Highland Boulevard, so just before you get to the Verrazano Bridge, this accident there. Here's a live look at the delays by Clove Road. So the Staten Island Expressway is jammed up eastbound.
The Gowanus looks great because of this. All this traffic is stuck behind this accident, so if you commute in Brooklyn, you're getting a break for a little while longer.
71-year-old neurosurgeon.
As I was walking out here, major impacts on the NR&W. There's no service on the N&W between Manhattan and Queens right now. Our trains are rerouted, so check in on all of that. Commuters, MTA.info has all of the changes listed right now. There's a signal problem causing that. Heading over to the Garden State Parkway northbound, and then you still have heavy delays on the Staten Island Expressway eastbound. An accident just cleared by Highland Boulevard, but you could see still bumper to bumper out by Clove Road. Darlene, back to you.
Commuters, Lauren Scala.
Thanks, Darlene. For subway commuters on the NR&W, you have partial suspensions, reroutes, and major delays. This is all because of signal problems, mostly between Queens and Manhattan is where you'll see these service changes. Heading over to the roads on the Garden State Parkway northbound, approaching exit 91, this cleanup of an overturned vehicle accident is still out there. It takes out 3 lanes. You have miles worth of delays heading into that.